Welcome to the indices, and here we're looking at the S&P 500, and Putin's gone home, he's cooled down now, so we're looking at the next level, which would be the 1900 up here. The move up through here is in 5 waves, so we can also expect a corrective pattern through the group 2 area through here, and most of the markets around the world are the same. The Australian market's slightly different, but we'll look at that shortly. So just sort of drilling in here a little bit. It does bother me in one sense that this wave 2 here that we've got here is rather small. However, we need to trade what we see, and what we're seeing is we're seeing new highs, and we're seeing 5 waves to the upside here. So once again, we'll be looking for an ABC through here, a 5-3-5 structure, and then further to the upside. So we can look for support on the 1872 here. The count that I've got here pretty much goes 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 here, 5 to here for the 3rd wave, the 4th wave, and the 5th wave should be roughly the same size as wave 1 here, even if we do have another high through here. But we should expect a corrective profit taking in the next session through here before we see further upside there. And of course, this will affect currencies with yen crosses and so forth, and commodities and so whatnot. So same with the Dow Jones as well here. The 50-60% retracement levels way back down here at 16,200 here, but sort of expect it to unfold really across the 16.4 here, and then a push up to the 16,500, which is the medium level up here. So we should see it struggle a little bit further up here. I could be wrong, and this can just push straight up here as well, but the Dow does seem to work quite nicely with each 100 points. So with the S&P 500 doing completing its 5-wave structure, we should see something here as well in terms of something like this. It doesn't have to come all the way down here, but this is the logical support area from here. Or anywhere in here, really. We'll just see what comes out of the gate in headline news and profit taking and so forth. But once that's done, we'll see a move up into the 16.5 there. The DAX was down the most, but it also recovered the most as well, and still hasn't made new highs above here though. But we do have a nice clear A, B, C, and our target point here of 93.20 from yesterday, 61.8 retracement level, was spot on. So once again, we're looking for 5 waves up and 3 back, which I'm assuming will come back close into the 9.5 area through here. This is what it's sort of looking like here. We'll just drill in a bit further. So from the 9.6, we can see that it's hitting resistance through here. So we'll see a correction either below it, or if this does push up through here, then across the 9.6, and then if it does move up through the 9.6 as such from here, then we'll see the ABC more so across here, and not so much coming back down there from that point there. But anyway, just see how that goes. But that's pretty much what's going to occur in the next session, some highs and then the correction there. And the same for the FTSE as well, the A wave, the B and the C here. And look, this will obviously fold back and do its thing in through here in one way or another. And once you've got some type of correction that you can recognize, then you look for support as such going higher through here. And you can see here that it may not quite be finished here yet, because we've got the wave 1 and 2 in here, a nice strong 3rd wave. So it's probably got a little bit higher to go before it folds back into the 6.8 here. And the Australian market as well, following the same sort of wave count up through here. But it does appear a little bit sort of different in that we obviously started sort of earlier, and that whole move yesterday in the US was really caught up in this 3rd wave through here. So I'm thinking that there's going to be a 4th wave across here, and then a 5th wave up, because we've got this 1 here, an A and a B and a C here for 2. It's like the whole 3rd wave up to this point, and the 4th wave across here, and then up through here. Obviously, when the cash market opens as well. I mean, all this is priced in, the cash will gap and do whatever it needs to do to catch up there. But, you know, once the squeeze in the first 15 minutes are done, we should see this, you know, continue to move to the upside. So we're looking to be long above the 53.80 here yesterday. So if you got that, well, congratulations. But anyway, it should still continue to push up. One of the things here too is, I did mention it the other day, but I'll just go over it again as well. I can just talk about CBA while we're here as well, because with CBA, we've got, you know, we were looking at this is a daily chart here. We're looking for this move up through here. We've been talking about this too. We've been talking about this as being an ABC correction from here. And this has got a bit more development now as well. So we could assume this is 5 waves up through here. So an A and a B and a C, then up for wave 1, and then the ABC back for 2 here, and then wave 3 moving in up here, okay? And then there'll be a wave 4 and a wave 5. So that could be setting up quite nicely through here. 75 would be a nice support to move in off that, or buying new highs, whatever. So that's good. But what I wanted to talk about was the XJO, because you know, and I wanted to come back to the situation where this market grabbed pretty much any trend, because what's happening at the moment in this situation over here, in this move up through here, because we know we've got this here as an A and a B and a C here as well. But my main point is that I'm wondering, you know, all through here we never got any real solid sort of pullbacks, and even this one here is a little bit small really regarding this situation here. So I'm wondering if we're going to get this sort of situation where the market, find a nice trend here, just does this sort of thing, you know, has very small pullbacks and continues to the upside like that. So we need to be a bit mindful of that. There's just one more little thing that was bugging me, which I wanted to point out here as well, is that this is the current high here for the XJO. And as I mentioned, this correction to me is just a little bit small for the trend that we've had to the upside. Okay, so that bugs me a little bit. But this high here that we've got, we haven't broken that high yet. And what we actually got here in reality here is we've actually got 3 waves up here. Okay, so that can be an A and a B and a C, and it fails from that point. So it would need to take that high out there to prove otherwise. But I also know, as we mentioned before, going above this 54.50 here helps the case of calling all this as a corrective move through here. Well, it prevents this one here being down for wave 1 and back for wave 2. So and that's not the case here either yet. Do you know what I mean? So we just need to watch that a little bit sort of carefully and see how we sort of go there, because those US markets have made their 5 waves up, and they would correct. So if this sort of fails from here, then we'd need to be a bit mindful of that. Also, while we're here as well, if this was a 3rd wave up here, then the 38.2 retracement level would be there coming back into this area here as such. So just need to be a bit mindful of that as well. So the 54.10 area, it can move back down to from here, but obviously the cash will lift it up because the futures are trading much higher as well. So anyway, just a couple of points to look out for. Yeah, alrighty, cheers.